Okay, we will proceed to set up the data logger and install it on the bus. This is a 60-foot reticulated bus, which basically uses 4 batteries as a string. And we believe that we're going to be installing the data logger on the back side of the string because those are the busiest terminals, probably the ones that are going to be, they're going to give us the best data. So we get the data logger and we insert it into the PC prior to start the setup. And once we install it, we basically click on the setup part of it. Since we started this data logger before, we have to stop it first. So it asks us to stop it. We said yes. And it opens up the setup page. We put the name of the test, then the frequency we want the test for, and the test samples, and then the voltage, the calibration for the voltage. We basically disable all the LEDs as well as the alarms because nobody's going to see it or hear it. And we set it up in such a way that we start immediately the test, and we just verify that our time and our date are correct. And once we're there, basically we hit finish. And once the setup is finished, we just remove the data logger from the PC. After doing this, basically we install the data logger as we said on the back side of the string. And then we're going to proceed to verify that everything is nice and tight and everything is connected before we engage the voltage disconnect for the bus. So once we verify that everything is nice and tight, we go to the voltage disconnect and basically engage it in order to start the test. Once it's engaged, basically we are going to start it. So now the bus is running and the data logger should be loading information. Okay, now the test has finished, and we would like to test that the data logger actually did this job. So we disconnected from the string, connected to the PC, and then use the stop feature of the data logger in such a way that basically extract the information. It tells us that it has 13 reads, and then once we do that thing, it asks us to save the file to the PC, which we basically do. And once the file is saved, the screen is going to come back to the home area of the data logger. Once we click OK, it's going to send us back to the home side of the application, and then we will click the view the previous information, open up the file, and you're going to see that basically the application displays a graph, which is basically a voltage-based graph, which starts basically gathering information as soon as the truck starts. And obviously this test took about 15 minutes. Once the test is done, then basically the data logger stops the measurements. At the same time, the application has also a menu in which you can see also the samples. These samples are basically the data that the data logger collected, and whenever you click on that, you will see a table in which it reads the voltages and in the specific times that we did, and that's basically the scope of this application. Once we're there, obviously, you know, the factory is interested in getting the information, so it would be useful for all of us to have it. So we would appreciate if you can use any type of email application and send it to us. Well, thank you very much for allowing us the test, and I look forward to being of your service. Bye-bye.